Okay, so far so good. Means we could see that we can calculate the gravity, and we tried with variable velocity against the time. We had option for the variable distance also with constant velocity, but we tried with the linear velocity, means not quadratic velocity, linear velocity, change in linear velocity, and it works. Means fortunately Mr. Earth does the gravitational pull through change in velocity, that is linear. I mean acceleration becomes constant. So this is what we have seen by now. So I really try. So I have a ball in my hand, and then ball should increase the velocity. So it should grow in the velocity. So we'll try. Okay, so here the distance is static, means if I am holding the ball, then there is no displacement, and when it is going like this, then there is change in displacement, and then further to that there is change in velocity. So velocity change is linear, and dv by dt or ds square displacement by dt square is constant, that is the acceleration, and that is the gravity. Okay. So it starts from rest, and we can say Earth pulls. So there are two philosophies. One is Newton philosophy, that Earth pulls, and when Earth pulls, okay, so when Earth pulls, then it goes down, and then everything has equal reaction, and it hits the ground. And then because there is an equal reaction from the ground, and it catches the acceleration again, but due to gravitational pull, it is losing the change in velocity. It is not losing the velocity, it is losing the change in, it is losing the velocity, it is acceleration is constant, it is losing the velocity. Okay, so then it is at one moment velocity reaches zero. So displacement, there is no displacement, but if I drop, and then it doesn't come to same position because of some we can say some kind of energy that is lost in friction. So air friction, and then it collides with the surface, and that friction and this. So this is Newton philosophy, that there is a gravitational pull, and since gravitational pull is nothing but acceleration, and it gets the acceleration, it gets the velocity because of the acceleration, and due to friction it becomes slower and slower. There is another philosophy from Einstein, so that is called E equal to mc square. So if ball is if I am holding the ball, means this ball carries energy. Okay, and how much it carry energy, that much I have imparted from my body. So if ball is at ground, and if I am lifting the ball, I am inserting more and more energy inside the ball. I am feeling tired. Means if I am lifting the ball up, then energy in the ball is getting transferred from my body. So if ball is static here, it has energy. That energy, I believe, that is mgh, and that energy is stored in the ball in some form. Okay, and if I leave this ball, then ball start, so that energy that is conserved in the ball in some sense, then that energy get changed. So energy cannot be destroyed. So if a ball carries energy, then it changes its shape. So this ball gets the energy is converted into velocity. So when it reaches the ground, then it loses almost all its energy to velocity. So if I say mc square, okay, then that is the energy it carries. So like if I say here, then there is no velocity, but it is carrying energy. Okay, and when it is going down, then energy, since it has energy, so because if I picked it up from the ground, then certainly I lost energy from my body, and when it reaches, it has energy. It is conserved in some form of chemical energy or something like that, and then it goes down, and slowly that energy is getting converted to velocity. Okay, and then when it goes near the ground, then its velocity is maximum. Okay, now we can say that if the velocity when it reaches the ground is k, then at that moment it has energy mk square. So that much energy, so I can say at least that much energy I lost lifting it. Now when it hits a media, okay, anyway it is passing through air media, so energy, when energy generally it changes its shape. So when it is passes through air, then air absorbs some of its energy. Means air is considered as media. So air absorbs some of energy, then it hits the ground, and it says, boss, I have this much energy and it is for you. So ground absorbs some energy, and due to the nature of this ball, chemical structure of this ball and nature of the ground, ground absorbs some energy. If it is a sand, then it will absorb, I believe, complete energy. But here the ground is cemented ground, so it will absorb less energy. So whatever it absorbs, then whatever it has minus whatever air absorbed and surface absorbed, that's my energy it is carrying when it is at surface. So where energy will go? Then finally energy get converted into acceleration, into the velocity, and slowly when it is coming up, energy is getting stored inside the ball. When it reaches this level, then again due to earth nature, it starts losing the energy. So it will happen till energy is completely absorbed by the air and the ground. So this is Einstein.